been a bit, and I'm sorry I left you with that terrible, awful movie, The Eyes of My Mother. Promise it won't happen for a while at least, but it may happen again. That's okay. So this week I really need to make up for it, so I figured I'd review one of my all-time favorite horror movies, and that is Exists. Came out in 2014. It was directed by Eduardo Sanchez. You might recognize that name. He was part of the duo that was the mastermind, producer, writer behind the Blair Witch Project. Which, believe it or not, that movie came out almost 20 years ago. Came out in 1999, so about 18 years. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of Blair Witch Project, but we're not here to talk about that movie. We're here to talk about Exists, and it is so much fun. Now, I hope you keep watching after I say these next words. It is a Bigfoot movie. I know. We've seen so many really, really bad ones throughout the years. This one is a lot of fun. So the movie Exists follows 5 friends, a bunch of young folks in their 20s, on vacation in the Texan woods in a secluded cabin. Of course, they're in the middle of nowhere, so technology, i.e. phones, and getting help really isn't an option. However, with that being said, they do take advantage of said technology with GoPros and other cameras and things like that. So you do get some cool angles and some neat things I don't think we've really seen a ton before in other scary movies, especially like this. Actually, the new Blair Witch took advantage of drones, which I thought was pretty cool. However, I thought that movie wasn't that great, but it is what it is. So you have a group of friends, middle of the woods, boom, Bigfoot pops up out of nowhere. Boom, right away, and this Bigfoot's not camera shy whatsoever. Not a terrifying movie, but they do make good use of pop-out effects. It does fall into the old tropes of, a group of friends in their 20s, drinking, drugs, all the other good things that go along with that, but everything else is awesome. One of the greatest scenes in this movie, one of the people needed to get out and get to society. They need to get to town and get help. So he hops on his mountain bike. He's a professional biker. He's in shape. He can do it. GoPro facing him. And you start to see Bigfoot running parallel with him. And this kid's huffing and puffing on the bike. Homeboy's right there with him. Really cool movie. Good use of some practical effects. The Bigfoot creature looks good. The end, pretty decent. I think they definitely went out on a limb for the ending. They went big and bold with it. And I'll let you decide if you thought it was a great ending or not. But I thought it was pretty decent. It is a roller coaster movie. It doesn't reinvent the wheel whatsoever, but it delivers. I mean, we're talking the first, 10 minutes of the movie, you catch a real quick glimpse of it. So it's not one of those movies where you have to wait 50 minutes, almost a cool hour before you actually see the thing. So I know you're all wondering, what is a good beer pairing for a Bigfoot movie? And I'm thinking this, you need a beer that brings the woods, the outdoors, the earth to you. So what better else than a double IPA? And this week, we'll be sampling Lakefront's Hop Jockey. Again, it's a double IPA, packing an 8.2% ABV. You know how much I love my ABVs. And this is going to be the best beer for Exists. Really just any Bigfoot movie. Let's give it a go. With the double IPA, it's not necessarily the hops that hits you right away. There's a little bit of a sweetness there. It's like crocodile tears, that's what you call it. A little bit of a sweetness saying like, hey, it's not going to be that bad, trust me. It's a little hoppy, but don't be worried. Don't be too scared. There's a little bit of sweetness. Oh, that's good. Definitely has the consistency of a 8.2% ABV. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit heavier tasting, but again, the hops isn't too overwhelming. There's a nice blend of sweetness there. Aromatically, I'd say 25% hops, 50% sweetness, 25% a little bit of spices. So I promise you, you're looking to have one of the best Friday nights you can possibly wrangle up. You get yourself a copy of Exists. I bought it on iTunes. I think it was $7.99. Totally worth it. I watch it at least once a year. Do this. Pick up a copy of Exists. Pop it on iTunes. Get it on Amazon. However you get it. Get it. Get yourself a 6-pack of Hop Jockey. Get this nice and cold. Fortunately, it's kind of warm. I assure you, you're going to have a great time. Thanks for watching. And as always, it means so much. Smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button. Smush the keyboard. Let's see some abstract comments down below. If you saw this movie, if you loved it, let me know what you think. If you didn't like it, let me know what you think. If you can recommend any other good Bigfoot movies, I'm all about it. And I don't want to hear Harry and the Hendersons. It's a classic. It's a given. Duh. I know about it. Let's move on. Until next time.